really slow. We're going to need all the damage we can get. So that's what our shower sparks was for, but we didn't see that. But we can actually do some damage with this guy in double Rancor. Hopefully he taps out. And we'll get to pummel him for 7 damage. Of note, they do have pacifism in these decks, which could totally shut off our Rancors. We just gotta hope he doesn't have that. Thran War Machine. That is a fine man when you're on the attack. I don't know if he's on the attack though. He can't block unless we unless he double blocks. I'd actually be okay with that if we double Rancor up. We'll take down 2 of his creatures. Interesting setup here. Let's see here. I think the right play is to double Rancor up. Either we put him down to 11, or he double blocks, and we take out both those guys, get back our Rancors. And that guy's really annoying. We could cycle away this. See if we can get another land. I think that's the correct play. Well, if we know we're going to cycle first, I think it won't change our play at all. Yeah, let's just go double Rancor and see what he does. I'm expecting he's in a double block here. So we get to kill off his team, return our Rancors. Cycle this away. Pouncing Jaguar. It's not what we wanted to see. Radiant Archangel. Okay, so we can get our Blanchwood Treefolk in play. Or we can swing with 7 power worth of man lands. I just think we should get 2 land. Or Blanchwood in play. Pounce, passes back to him. Again, tapping out for him here is weird because our Rancors are so effective. He does have Vigilance, so he can attack. Now he didn't play anything, which is also weird for us, because Rancor is horrible when you get bounced. I'm just gonna... If he wants to double block, I suggest I play pre-combat Goblin Raiders. If he wants to double block my Blanchwood Treefolk, I can Symbiosis the Goblin Raiders and the Blanchwood Treefolk, leaving me with 1 mana at the end of the turn. I'll play Pouncing Jaguar. I think that's the correct play here. If I wanted to, I could activate this and Symbiosis it, but that would be less effective next turn. So I'm going to play this guy and give myself the option to Symbiosis if he wants to double block. Because that would blow him out if he doesn't have a counterspell. Yeah. Goblin Raider. So we're going to attack here. Let's see what he does. So no blocks. We can try to Rancor up the Raider. It's less of a problem if he bounces the Raider than a Blanche would. Dude. So there's going to be a bounce here or a counterspell. Power Sink, I'm expecting. Power Sink is kind of nice. We can't pay for it, and it shuts off us from playing anything else the rest of the turn. So yeah. But we still have 6 power on board, and he doesn't have any effective blocks right now. So here, okay, let's think about this. I want to Rancor up the Goblin Raider. I also want to attack with the Get To encampment. Doing that counts for 3 mana, so we don't have enough to. We won't have enough to Symbiosis. That's interesting. So let's say I don't attack with the Get To encampment. I just attack with 8 power worth of dudes and Symbiosis backup. I think that's actually the play here. Let's Rancor this guy up. If he bounces this, it's fine as well. Let's see what he's got. Does he have another Power Sink? That would be really annoying. Rescind. Okay, so he does have a bounce spell. That's fine. So we can attack with Symbiosis back up again. Although he doesn't have the mana to activate his colonnade, his conclave. And we can play second phase Bouncing Jaguar. So we're putting a good amount of pressure on him. He can swing for 6 this turn if he activates his conclave. But it looks like he has a Cathodion, which is really nice. I like that card. Very powerful. Essentially a better Centaur Courser. So, of note, this guy gets +1/+1 when he activates his conclave. So I just gotta remember that. We're not gonna be able to play our Yavimaya next turn because we're gonna pay for the Echo and swing, I think. Interesting setup here. We can't sit around. We gotta get attacking. If we don't kill him, though, he kills us on the backswing, doesn't he? He can swing for 9 next turn, actually. So he doesn't kill us in the backswing. So I'm gonna gear up, Get To encampment, swing with Symbiosis backup. Hope he doesn't actually have any action. It's better than sitting around and playing Yavimaya Worm, in my opinion. What blocks would he make? Well, let's see. He doesn't have great blocks when Symbiosis in play. If he activates this guy, he only has 1 mana left over, 2 mana left over to deal with it, and there's no 2 mana instance I can think of. So we're gonna go. Let's get attacking in here. And again, he can't kill us next turn unless he has a flyer in his hand, and he keeps all of his guys here. So he's activating his Conclave, from what I can tell. Okay. So he's got 2 mana for instance, but I don't think he can play any instance for 2 mana. Or wait, so yeah, no. Let's see what he's got here. What are his blocks? So here, we're going to Symbiosis to kill his Cathodion and his Radiant Archangel. I think that's the best play, yeah. We could save our guy from the Fairy Conclave, but I really want to get rid of that guy. We have a good board position with this guy. Oh, so he does have a 2 mana spell, Power Sink. A miscalculation. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. What a beating. So we're essentially dead here. That was very, very nice of him. Player land and pass. Do we have any top decks that kill him? I don't know. Does he have a flyer here? That would be really beating. Nice beating. Oh. Yeah, our deck wasn't great. I wouldn't expect it to finish first place. I think we did a pretty decent job with what we did. Looks like we have no outs left, but that one was really cool. That was a great setup. Yeah, that's game. So we're going to say good games to our opponent, and I'll see you next week.